Hey, what's going on? It's Stokely from Sauce on Delay. I was recording something. I got a call and then it interrupted and destroyed the recording, but I was going off too far off topic. Anyhow, let's go over to Fortune Well. Fortune magazine has a I guess a subsection called Well. That probably, I don't know, baby boomers are a significant part of the demographic of the world, of the population, yes, but the ones that are getting stuff popping right now is my generation, Generation X. We're the ones that are kind of driving a lot of things, in my opinion, right now, and we're all in our 40s now, so we're starting thinking about our health and all kind of stuff like that. So I think that's why a lot of content is being targeted towards us now, and Fortune has probably come up with this Fortune Well division. You know what I mean? And I would say that Gen X is driving a lot because you see a lot of the movies that are coming out are old movies that we used to watch in the 90s, like Ninja Turtles, Little Mermaid, so on and so on and so on and so forth. But Fortune Well released an article. The article is titled, LeBron James reportedly spends $1.5 million a year on his biohacking regimen. Okay. Here's his daily routine. So I'm not going to read the whole thing because I'm driving, right? But they also even have an audio. You can listen to the article on audio. This one seems to be free. It's only 3 minutes and 48 seconds long. So you don't have to hear me talk about it. You can go on to you can just Google Fortune Well LeBron James and you'll probably find out what it's all about. So, in my opinion, what he's doing, what they're reporting here is not necessarily biohacking. Biohacking, I would think, involves a lot of medicines and vitamins and stuff like that. But hey, who am I to say, So, when the story, you read the story and it's the regular stuff that he's doing. He's doing regular stuff that, we should all do. And it's good to see that longevity is a topic that's coming to the forefront. You know what I mean? I was just dropping off my son and there was a lady maybe about 60 years old exercising, stretching and all that, doing her thing. She probably just did a run and she just took a break to start stretching. I was like, wow, that's amazing. So one of the few of the things that he does, and I kind of summarized it a little bit. Let me just go back to what I see for my little notes that I wrote regarding what he did. So yeah, takeaways from the article is that LeBron James has a lot of longevity in basketball. I didn't really realize that. I think he's still only maybe 30 something years old. LeBron James is way younger than I am. He's about in his 30s or so, but apparently that's a long career. When he started, his son was a baby. When he started playing basketball, his son was maybe 1, 2, 3 years old. Now him and his son are on the same team, and his son is a college graduate. So LeBron has almost had over 20 years, or almost 20 years of a basketball career, which I guess is uncommon. Later on I'm gonna let's take a little. Hopefully this thing doesn't crash, but let's find out what the average basketball career length is. What's the average? What is the average? What is the average NBA career? 4.8 years. Oh my goodness. This is from Google. The duration of an NBA career is influenced by a multitude of factors, including performance, age, lifestyle, and external circumstances. While the average NBA spans approximately 4.8 years, individual players' career lengths can vary widely based on their unique attributes and experiences. Okay, that's 5 years, right? 5 years, and he's done that 4 times, basically. How long has LeBron, let's see, Let's see, LeBron been in the NBA since 2003. So he's been in the NBA 21 years. That's about 4 times what the average NBA career lasts. That's yeah. So he attributes his longevity somewhat to his routine, right? So what are the takeaways? He says get good sleep. That's important. He limits sugar, right? He doesn't eat any processed food. He eats organic. He doesn't drink alcohol for the most part, except he has 1 glass of wine daily. And people are conflicted on whether that 1 glass of wine is healthy or not. But most people say alcohol isn't good for anything. But 1 glass, I can't see how bad that can be. He gets some resveratrol, I guess, from the seeds and the grapes and stuff or whatever. He wears compression socks after his exercises. And now I've been talking about varicose veins, erectile dysfunction, the autonomic nervous system, sympathetics, ability to control blood circulation. There's a condition called DVT. Sometimes they give you compression socks to assist with that. But he wears the compression socks. LeBron wears the compression socks to also take some pain out of his legs and take the pressure out of his legs also. He also does cold therapy. So he does cold plunges after his games in order to aid recovery, right? It also says he sleeps in a cold environment. And one of my coworkers from Bosnia, he was telling me that 20 C is the best temperature to sleep in. He speaks in metric, and I don't know what 20 C is. Maybe I didn't even remember it right. But they say you get a better sleep when you're in a cold environment. That doesn't mean you're cold. You're gonna put your blanket on, but the environment around you is cold. Something that I didn't note here, he also goes into a hyperbaric chamber to re-oxygenate his body. Because I guess due to exercise and all of that, you build up a lot of CO2 in your body, and he goes into a hyperbaric chamber to get the oxygen back into his cells and stuff like that. Which is, I've seen, since Facebook aggregates a lot of information based on the kind of things you're looking at, I've been getting more ads regarding hyperbaric chambers, but I do not understand how they work really. But I guess it's a little bit higher pressure air, and it's basically an oxygen type of infusion into your body. The first time I've ever heard of that was Michael Jackson going into a hyperbaric chamber, but I did not understand it, and I did not look into it. I didn't know what it was used for. But according to this article from Fortunemag about LeBron, it helps to get oxygen back into his body after all of these rigorous exercises. So that's cool, so they say he spends about $1.5 million doing all of that stuff. I would think that maybe the first year you might spend $1.5 million, but hey, who knows? It doesn't really go into a lot of other stuff, I guess, but he's doing stuff that we can do every day. Get good sleep. He says he doesn't always get in good enough sleep, but he sleeps as much as he can. He also takes naps in the middle of the day. I forgot to mention that. He takes those siestas, like they do in Europe, the happy people, the people in Europe, he limits sugar. That's something that we can all do. Eliminate processed foods. Well, I don't think we're going to eliminate all of them, but we're going to minimize it. We can minimize it. I think that's something that we can strive towards. Eating organic, we can also strive to that. That's probably one of the most expensive parts, because in addition to organic foods, organic foods means that not a lot of pesticide was applied. But as a result, they're more expensive because a lot more of those crops fail. Well, maybe not a lot, but some more of those crops fail because they don't have as much pesticides on them, But I have an episode on organic and talking about what organic means and what GMO, non-GMO means. It's really kind of weird. Ultimately, there's still pesticides in your food. It's just not applied near to the time when they're going to harvest it. Cold therapy. I guess we can all take cold showers if you got the stomach for it. I don't know if I have the nerve to do take a cold shower. I don't think I have the nerve to do it, but they say it helps a lot regarding energizing you. It does stuff with your hippocampus, I guess. It activates certain parts of your brain. So he's doing a lot of cool stuff, but most of those things are attainable by us. Getting sleep, limit sugar, limit processed foods, try to eat organic, and that's and limit alcohol. He only takes 1 glass of wine a day. I think like I said, I'm totally like against alcohol, but if he wants to do that, that's probably better than the juice that I'm drinking. Sometimes I drink sugary drinks. Him having 1 glass of a wine a day is probably not as bad as having a sugary drink. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But hey, thanks for listening. I can't really say anymore because that's really the article. The article itself is only a 3 minutes and 48 second article. So I can't stretch this out to 20 minutes. I'm at 12 minutes already. Hey, thanks for listening.